Lizard Man's Tongue and Horns. Eric Sprague, aka Lizard Man, a performer from Texas, went all in to look reptilian starting in the 1990s. He got a full-body green scale tattoo, filed his teeth into fangs, and split his tongue to flick like a snake's. Cool, right? Not when the tongue split got infected, swelling so bad he could barely breathe for days. Then there were his brow horns subdermal implants to mimic lizard ridges. One got rejected by his body, oozing pus and popping out like a horror movie prop. Fun fact, doctors warned implants like these can shift or infect easily, but Eric kept going. Would you risk your tongue for a hiss? Eyes tattooed from the inside. Eyeball tattooing, inking the sclera, or white of the eye sounds edgy, but it's a gamble with your sight. In 2017, Australian model Amber Luke tried it for blue eyes, hoping for a dragon vibe. The artist went too deep, and she was blind for 3 weeks, describing it like glass shards grinding her eyes. Another case, a Polish model named Alexandra in 2018, lost vision in one eye permanently after her black ink job ruptured a blood vessel. Fun fact, Oklahoma banned sclera tattooing in 2009 after doctors lobbied hard. It's that risky. Would you bet your eyes on a needle? 1990s silicone implants. Back in the 90s, silicone implants weren't just for bigger chests. They were a body mod craze for foreheads, cheeks, even calves. But thousands went wrong when implants ruptured or shifted. In 1996, a California man got cheek implants for a chiseled look. One burst, leaking silicone into his face, causing lumpy scars and nerve pain for years. Another case saw a woman's forearm implants, meant to mimic muscle, slide down to her wrist, needing emergency surgery. Fun fact, early silicone wasn't always medical grade. Some used industrial stuff. Would you stuff your face with 90s tech? Corset piercing catastrophe. Corset piercings, rows of rings laced like a bodice along the back, looked fierce in the 2000s. But for some, they were a disaster waiting to happen. A UK woman in 2005 got 20 piercings down her spine, only for half to reject, tearing skin and leaving keloid scars like raised welts. Infections hit hard, with one ring abscess so bad it needed surgical drainage. Fun fact, skin rejects surface piercings 30% of the time. Your body literally pushes them out. Would you lace up your back knowing it might rip? Tongue split too far. Splitting your tongue for that forked lizard look is gnarly, but cutting too deep can wreck you. In 2010, a guy in Florida went to an underground artist who botched it, slicing nerves and arteries. He lost taste on half his tongue and bled so much he passed out. Hospital trip. Stat. Another case in Canada saw a woman's split get so infected it swelled shut, needing antibiotics for weeks. Fun fact, a bad split can mess up speech permanently. Imagine lisping forever. Would you trust a blade to reshape your mouth? Earlobe stretching fiasco. Gauging earlobes, stretching them with plugs, was huge in the early 2000s. But overdo it, and it's a mess. A Seattle teen in 2008 stretched to 2 inches too fast, tearing his lobe clean through. Surgery couldn't fully fix the sag. Another woman in 2012 got a blowout, where skin inverts from pressure, causing oozing sores that scarred her ears lumpy. Fun fact, stretched lobes rarely shrink back. Job interviews get awkward. Would you stretch your ears bigger than a quarter? Scarification gone septic. Scarification, cutting or burning designs into skin for raised scars, is art to some, agony to others. In 2013, a New York guy got a tribal pattern burned into his chest, but dirty tools led to a staph infection that spread to his lungs, landing him in ICU for a month. Another case in London saw a woman's arm scarification swell into abscesses, leaving scars way uglier than planned. Fun fact, scarification infections hit 10% of cases, higher than tattoos. Would you carve your skin for art? Subdermal implant rejection. Subdermal implants, silicone or Teflon shapes under the skin, can create horns, stars, anything. But your body might say nope. In 2007, a Canadian modder got a forehead pentagram implant. It shifted, got infected, and burst through his skin, leaving a gnarly hole. Another guy in Miami tried heart-shaped chest implants in 2011. One got rejected, oozing for weeks before surgeons yanked it. Fun fact, implants need sterile placement, or your body treats them like splinters. Would you hide shapes under your skin? Genital beading disaster. Genital beading, inserting beads under the skin down there, promises wild sensations. But it can go south fast. In the late 90s, a Dutch guy got silicone beads in his shaft. They migrated, clumping painfully, needing surgical removal. A woman in 2009 tried labial beads. Two got infected, causing swelling so bad she couldn't walk for days. Fun fact, non-medical beads raise infection odds by 50%. Yikes. Would you mod your privates with beads? Nose removal regret. Some modders chop their nose tips to look alien or reptilian. Bad idea if it backfires. In 2021, a Brazilian guy had his nose end removed. Poor surgery left him with breathing issues and chronic sinus infections. Another case, a French modder in 2019, got necrosis, dead tissue after the cut, scarring his face permanently. Fun fact, nose jobs like this can collapse your airways long-term. Would you ditch your nose for a sci-fi look? Magnetic implants malfunction. Magnetic implants, tiny magnets under your skin to pick up metal or sense fields, sound like superhero stuff. Until they fail. In 2012, a UK modder's fingertip magnets cracked under skin, leaking toxic coating and needing emergency surgery. Another in Germany, 2015, had magnets lose power, inflaming nerves and causing hand pain for years. Fun fact, magnets degrade in the body within a decade, then what? Would you turn your fingers into fridge magnets? Elf ear surgery flop. Pointy elf ears via surgery or implants were a fantasy fan's dream in the 2010s. Not when they flop. A woman in Sweden, 2014, got cartilage reshaped for Vulcan vibes, stitches tore, and infection warped her ears unevenly. A guy in Oregon, 2016, tried implants. One popped out, leaving a lumpy scar. Fun fact, ear mods heal slow, cartilage hates being messed with. Would you sculpt your ears for Middle-earth? Lip plate mishap. Stretching lips with clay or wooden plates is a tradition in some African tribes, but modern modders sometimes try it. Disaster struck for a U.S. woman in 2015 who stretched her lower lip to 3 inches too fast. It tore, needing stitches and leaving a droopy scar. Another case in Brazil saw a guy's plate get infected, swelling his face until surgeons removed it. Fun fact, rushed stretching splits skin in 20% of cases. Ouch. Would you stretch your lip to fit a saucer? Teeth filing fiasco. Filing teeth into sharp points for a vampire or beast look is bold, but risky. In 2018, a man in Mexico filed his canines too deep, exposing nerves and causing agony every time he ate. Root canals couldn't save them. A woman in Japan, 2020, got cracks from overfiling, losing 2 teeth to infection. Fun fact, enamel doesn't grow back, file wrong, and it's denture city. Would you grind your teeth for a feral vine? Infected horns, blind eyes, busted implants. These mods went from bold to brutal. Which one shocked you most? Drop a comment. Heard any mod horror stories? Smash that subscribe button for more wild tales of pushing the human limit, and share this with your friends to freak. I'm out. Let's keep exploring the craziest things we do to ourselves.